Hey everybody, this is Kurt at Petland Norwin, and we wanted to bring you some of our reptiles that we have here in the store right now with a little bit of information. I am not the reptile expert, I do know a lot, but some of them we're just going to show you, some of them we're going to give you a little bit of information. So these guys are pretty cool. These are little baby gargoyle geckos. Let's see if we can find anybody in there. Oh, there they are.
Be a bunch.
They're just blending in on this. There's even more than I thought in here, so... Can you see them?
Yeah. Hold on, don't rotate it. There's one. I didn't even see that one. They're beautiful. That one's awesome. Turn it the other way.
They're pretty fast little guys, and something to know about the geckos is if they get real spooked or they're feeling threatened, they can drop their tails. So anytime we're using them, we want to use caution. They can grow them back, but we always use caution when we're handling them, so that they use that as a defense mechanism. So if something's chasing them to eat them, if they drop their tail behind them, it stops the predator that's chasing them. They grab the tail, eat the tail. Gecko regrows the tail later. So pretty neat little defense mechanism built in. The next thing we've got here to show you is I got a piebald python. This is considered a low white piebald. So the piebald gene makes the snake have their typical normal patterning, and then they get white spots mixed into it. And we have high whites, low whites. There's a ton of different kinds. This guy, of course, is going to shed. We just got him last week, and he's already ready to shed. But you can see that white spot in there. We're not going to handle him too much since he's about to shed. That's that piebald gene. You can see that. Again, he's considered a low white, so he doesn't have a ton. These snakes can get really expensive. Piebald snakes can go for several $1,000s depending on all the gene morphs. Being that he's a low white, he's under $500. So still an expensive snake. The ball python market, there's so many morphs, it gets really crazy. How many different things there are.
Ooh, talk about this guy, because this is one you don't see every day in a pet store.
Yeah, this is a pied bearded dragon, so you can see those white spotches, especially if you get up under his neck. Those will get bigger as he grows as well. So he's still a baby.
He only had a couple when he was real small, but he's starting to get them all over now.
A lot of different morphs of bearded dragons. See leatherbacks.
Yeah, so that's a piebald, just like the snake, and then this is just a fancy red. So you could tell way different coloration.
Bearded dragons get up to 2 feet. They are probably the most popular lizard on the in the reptile industry. They are super friendly. They like to be held. They're omnivores, meaning they eat meats and veggies. So you can feed them leafy greens, and also they eat crickets. As they get bigger, they'll even eat pinkies.
Well, we woke this guy up now. Yeah, he's definitely going to shed. His eyes are a little cloudy. That's how you can tell they're going to shed. So we'll watch the humidity level in this tank. Make sure it's proper to help ease the shed off of them.
The next thing we got is pretty cool, and I brought him a special treat. I don't know if he's going to eat it. This is called a blue-tongued skink. He's never tried these before, but these are also omnivores, and they're like garbage cans. They eat just about anything. If we get a good lick, you can see that blue tongue. These guys almost look like prehistoric. This looks like a dinosaur. I feel like Jurassic Park could make him 3 times the size or 10 times the size, and he'd be, on the big screen. I brought a can of whole uncut sardines over to give him a go. So these guys are notorious. You can literally feed them canned cat food. We'll see. This is literally just sardines. See, yeah. So pretty cool animal when you can literally just open up a can of cat food. He is munching down himself some sardines. This is one of the only reptiles that we tell you canned cat food is adequate to feed them. It's actually nutritional for their diet. So who doesn't love a good old sardine? They smell super yummy.
When he's bigger, he will eat frozen mice as well.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm gonna put him back, and we're gonna keep moving because we still got a good bit.
Give him the rest of his tan at least.
Yeah, give him a couple more sardines. He'll be really loving that. Yummy. There you go, buddy. I'm gonna let TK show you some more of the animals while I go and wash my hands real quick.
All right, so in here we have a couple different, whoa, sorry about the zoom in there. Let me see if I can get that off. So we have a couple different kinds of tortoises in here. That guy there is yawning. But that is a Russian tortoise. And they are about full grown. And here we have a redfoot. This is a juvenile. So this one will at least double in size. And then back there are some Herman tortoises, which they are about full grown as well. This guy's very curious in us filming.
All right. I got my next buddy out.
All right, let's go over here.
The next guy we got here is a Jackson's chameleon. This is a male, and the reason we know that is the horns on his face. So the males have the 3 horns like a triceratops, and the females don't have any horns.
He's just getting done shedding too.
Yeah. When it comes to chameleons, typically the males are the more vibrant and colorful. The females have a lot more dull colors. So this is still a juvenile, so he's still going to probably get another 4 or 5 inches. They don't get quite as big as your veiled chameleons, which we don't have any veileds right now. They're really cool. Something really neat about these chameleons is their eyes move independently of each other, so they can look both forwards and backwards at the same time. If you get a close-up, I know that that's hard with the focusing. You can kind of see his eyeballs moving.
Well, you're moving him.
All around, sorry, yeah. That's just pretty neat.
Yep.
Pretty neat. Something else with chameleons is they don't really drink standing water. So when we keep them as pets, they have plant drippers or waterfalls, so you can see they've got the water running down over the leaves, and that's what they're going to drink. So
going back up into hiding.
I got a couple more we're going to show you, and then we're going to wrap it up for today. Next, I got these little tiny baby Crested
The
geckos.
juveniles are a little bit bigger and easier to handle.
Come over here. These guys, they're not new to the pet industry, but they're newer. They're really gaining a lot of popularity because they're really easy to keep. They don't get too big. Something that's really cool about them is
jumpy when they're adults, but when they're young like this, they're still pretty jumpy.
you can oh, all right, hold on, buddy.
I'll get a close up.
Yeah, see if you can. Well, I gotta move them. Watch. Give everybody motion sickness.
Yep, pretty much.
They don't have typical eyelids, so they have to actually lick their eyeballs to keep moisture in their eyes, which is a really fun little fact about that.
Okay, we'll shut that because they are escape artists. And here's some more even smaller ones. But there's a good look at their eyelids that they don't have. They have like little, looks like they have mascara on them.
All right, my next one, and I think probably the last one we're going to show you guys today, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is probably like everybody's worst nightmare. We've got a ton of different corn snake varieties in here. So you can kind of see we've got literally a whole handful, and I still smell like sardines, so we'll see how this goes. But literally every corn snake variety that you can imagine. And we cohabitate them while they're here because they don't stay for very long. And then once they go home, we just sell them individually. So we have got a ton of different gold dusts, albinos, blood reds, just about every kind. And corn snakes, they'll get about 4 feet. They don't get real thick like your pythons and your boa constrictors. And they do make really good pets because they're docile, obviously. So again, finishing it up there with, like, I know a lot of people, this looks like a Medusa, right? Mm-hmm. My hand is like Medusa because I still got a half dozen left in the tank. So again, I think we just showed you a little sneak peek. If you guys like what you see, subscribe to the page, follow back as we get new reptiles in. We'll be showing them to you. We also like to highlight other animals in the store. Check out our unboxing video yesterday from our official that came in from Sustainable Aquatics. Again, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks, guys.